What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode number 18 of the Real Estate Vlog. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. In today's episode, we're going to talk about how to set up a routine that's going to make you more successful. Let's go. Alright guys, so first thing in the morning and we are already on the way to our first showing, so wish me luck with that. And when we get back to the office, we're going to be talking about routines and things of that nature that will help you be more successful. Alright guys, here we are at the first showing of the day. I just got done showing it to my client and I'm going to try to show you guys some pictures of the inside because it is amazing. It's out here secluded. You can hear the chickens. It's got some acreage. 275 Greensboro right off the highway, so definitely a good one. And now we're headed back home. Alright guys, I just got back home. I have to be kind of quiet because all the kids are doing their at-home learning. So let's get back into work. If this is our first time meeting, my name is Ramon.Lomeli. I'm a certified mentor and an icon agent with eXp Realty. In today's episode, I want to talk to you guys all about routines. Now, having a routine is very important. I feel like it's helped me tremendously and I know it can help you as well. I like to talk to my newer agents about setting a routine and when to follow and when not to follow a routine. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you agree or disagree, if you have a routine, let me know down in the comment section down below. And yeah, I hope you find this helpful, so let's get right into it. So firstly, I would love a chance to talk to you about why a routine is important. The biggest thing, in my head at least, is having a plan of what you're gonna do the next day is so important. If you have your goals and you know what you need to do to achieve your goals, you need to have a daily plan to attain those goals. So if I know that I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and from this time to this time I'm gonna do this, then I'm gonna do this, then I'm gonna do this, and this is how I'm gonna end my day, that is huge. That is gonna that's gonna put you ahead of a lot of people that don't have a plan. So keep that in mind. Having a plan is huge. The number 2 reason that having a routine is important is because it gives you structure. In our business especially, we don't have structure. We get the luxury of being able to do what we want when we want, which is a blessing and a curse, right? I'm sure you could agree. If no one's telling you what to do, then you could go and watch Netflix and eat snacks all day, but you're not gonna be very successful. So, you know, if you're self-driven, that's awesome. Having structure really helped me. I came from a 9-to-5 job and I was very competitive and I had a structure and that helped me get things done. And so I feel like having a structure by having a routine and forcing yourself to stick to that routine is crucial. So that's the number 2 thing. It gives you structure. The number 3 thing kind of plays into the number 2 thing in my opinion, and that's like feeling like you're actually working. A lot of times when you get licensed, you may or may not remember or maybe you can relate if you're a newer agent, but you know, you go and you take the real estate exam, you get licensed, your license comes in the mail, you join whatever firm you're joining, and then you're like, okay, great. Now what? Like, am I calling people? Do I meet people? Who do I call? How do I find buyers? How do I find sellers? So you don't really feel like you're a real estate agent unless you have this structure, this routine. So that's the number 3 thing for me, is actually feeling like you're working, feeling like you're a realtor, feeling like you're in real estate and doing real estate activities. And that's how you actually become a realtor, in my opinion. That's how you feel like you're in real estate. So that's the number 3 thing. Number 4, at least for me, is that it keeps me motivated. I like to go by to-do lists. I picked up writing down everything on a piece of paper a couple weeks ago and it's been working great, and I love just getting through. It keeps my mind organized and I love just getting through all the things I gotta do today. Scratch it out, scratch it out, scratch it out, scratch it out, and I feel great. and it keeps me motivated to go on to the next thing. I know that I have to get these 3 things done before my next showing, or else I'm going to be behind the rest of the day. So it keeps me motivated to keep pushing, keep working, keep going. And yeah, taking a mental break every now and then is not a bad thing. But having a to-do list and being structured and having this routine keeps me motivated to get on to the next thing. So let me know if you agree with that. And the number 5 reason why you should have a routine is simply this: it makes you more successful. If you know exactly what you're going to get done today and you know exactly what your goals are, then there's no reason that having a routine won't help you get there, and in turn it's going to make you more successful. So even if your goals are way up here and you land right here, right close to them, I mean, it's better than you would have been. If you have a routine, it's going to help you get there. So that's the reasons why I believe you, I, and everyone else, especially in real estate, should have a routine. Let me know if you agree. All right, so next I'm going to talk about my personal routine, and this could be applicable, and I'm going to put an asterisk on this one because right now with coronavirus, this is not what I'm doing. But basically before the pandemic, this is exactly how I was handling my daily routine. So every morning I wake up around 6 a.m. I'm at the gym about 6:30 a.m. Get back home around 7:30, maybe closer to 8. Jump in the shower, and I'm in front of my computer by 8:30. Sometimes 8:15, 8:30 a.m. So the first part of the morning, I get a little bit of a mental break, and when I'm at the gym, I'm on the treadmill, I'm on the elliptical, I really get a chance to refresh and kind of get a game plan for the day. So now I'm in front of the computer by 8:30 a.m. roughly. So from about 8:30 till 9 a.m., I get a little bit of a quiet 30-minute window there, and it gives me a chance to kind of plan out the day, exactly what I need to get done. It also gives me time to quietly go back and answer text messages, answer voicemails. Yeah, people still leave voicemails. Clear out my emails and kind of get a game plan for the day. So from about 9 a.m. to about 10:30 a.m., I am on the phone, I am calling leads. Now, this is pre-worldwide pandemic, of course, because now I have to worry about kids being home and they're being not homeschooled, but they're doing online learning. So I can't really do that anymore. However, back before the whole worldwide pandemic, I was doing calls from about 9 to about 10:30. Now, if I get no answers, I'm probably calling 50 people, 100 people. If I get some answers and I have some meaningful conversations, then it goes down to like 20, 25 people. So it kind of depends. I'm not sure exactly how many people I will get to talk to. My goal, by the way, is 50 people a day, not including the new leads. I call those anyway. But I am calling anywhere from 25 to 50 people between 9 and 10:30 a.m. So then I give myself a little 20, 30 minute break. Maybe I'll watch something on YouTube. Maybe I'll go through TikTok or Instagram for a little while, check my notifications, maybe do a social media post. Maybe it's funny, maybe it's real estate related, but it just gives me a second to just kind of, I've been working for a little while. I've already been going for a day. So, it gives you a little break, a little mental break there. Maybe get another cup of coffee. By that time, I'm usually on my second cup of coffee. From 11 a.m. to about 1, that's my admin hour. That's my putting out fires. That's my paperwork hour. That's my, couple hours there in the middle of the day to get things done. And I like having that in the middle of the day because it's not so late that something that came in last night can't be done, and it's early enough to where if something needs to be done to a bank or to a lender, to an attorney, to someone that closes at 5, I still have enough time to get things done. So that's when I'm doing repair requests. That's when I'm doing running comps. That's when I'm doing any kind of paperwork associated with the file. Maybe I forgot an initial on a document. I'm getting that done in that hour, and I try to block that hour out. A couple hours there, 11 to 1 usually. Now, 1 p.m. to about 2 p.m., that's usually the time I have lunch. And so if that means I'm meeting a friend or a colleague or an agent or a new lender or a home inspector for lunch, then that's the time I try to do it. Doesn't always work out that way, but that's what time preferably I would like to get it done. And then I try to reserve the last bit of the day, 2 to 5, 2 to 6-ish, for showings, for home inspections, for listing appointments, anything that requires me to be out and away from the home. Now, some clients work third shift and they can only see homes in the morning. So you have to alter your schedule sometimes, but generally speaking, you want to stick as close to this as possible, or at least a schedule that works for you depending on what your life looks like and what your other responsibilities are. And by the way, if I don't have any showings and I've already called my 50 people a day, then you can either call some more people, or if you're really busy and you've just been wanting a break, hey, go get some ice cream, go watch an episode of Netflix, go binge something. But if you haven't completed everything on your to-do list, then that's exactly what you need to do. And I don't have showings every day. I would say 3 out of 5 days I'm showing 2 or 3 properties, maybe 4 days. When it's real busy in the summer, I'm probably showing 6 or 7 days a week. But as it slows down, as we get towards the winter, I see it slowing down to 3 to 4 days a week I'm showing houses. So it's not every day that I'm out showing houses. So just to recap, I'm up by 6 a.m., at the gym by 6:30, in front of the computer by 8:30, start calling leads around 9, 10:30-ish, I stop that. Around 11, I pick it back up and I start doing my admin. I call it my admin hour. It's actually 2 hours. Paperwork, repair request, contacting attorneys, following up with sellers and buyers and clients that have under contract, checking up on the team, seeing what they need from me, anything at all that I need to help them to continue continue them and letting them be productive. That's what I'm doing at that time. Now after that, usually a lunch. If I have a showing and it's really far away, maybe I'll grab lunch on the way. Maybe I'll eat in the car, which I try not to do as much as possible, but sometimes you just can't help it. So after 2 o'clock, I'm usually out. I try to plan. I talk to my closing coordinator and my home inspectors and my attorneys, and I let them know, hey, if at all possible, if we could close at 2 p.m. or after, any time in the afternoon, or if the home inspection is in the afternoon, if at all possible, let's do that. And planning ahead is really important, because if it works for your client schedule and you can make it work for your schedule, then it's going to be awesome. If you can just plan to be out of the house in the afternoons, and if you set the expectation up front, then it's going to be a lot easier to get that done. So that's really important, I think. Now if I get everything done and I get home and it's 5 o'clock and the kids are doing homework and my wife's not home or my fiance's not home, then from 5 to 7, I'm usually back on the computer, answering more emails, replying to people faster, calling more leads. But if the whole family's home and everyone's free, maybe I'll just join them and have fun and hang out with them. But I would say more often than not, 5 to 7, I'm probably back on the computer. And yeah, that means that I work, 10, 11 hours a day? But man, this job is so fun, and I'm not breaking my back on a roof or doing heavy labor where I'm exhausted, and I generally love my job. We get to do some fun stuff, so it's super exciting, and I don't get tired. What time is it now? It's 6 o'clock right now, and I'm doing this video for you guys because I love it, and I love talking about it, and I love doing it, and so it just doesn't get tiring. I know that sounds like working 9-10 hours a day. It sounds crazy, but I can't go hang out with my family. They're doing homework right now, so what am I gonna do? Watch Netflix? I might as well be here doing this and helping other people out. So that's one of the reasons why I love this job. All right, so now let's talk about, let me get closer to the camera for this one. All right guys, I'm closer to you, so I mean business. What would make me break my routine? There's 3 things that I can think of off the top of my head. By the way, I just came up with this list in the last 20 minutes. Number 1, and the one that happens most often, is an income producing activity. And let me explain what that means, to me at least. If I have blocked off from 9 to 10:30 to make phone calls and call leads, and a buyer wants to see a home at that time, then I'm gonna take that appointment every time. And this is kind of controversial. A lot of people say, stick to your routine, stick to your routine, and I get that. But at the end of the day, the reason I'm making the phone calls is to get appointments, to see homes, to get people into contracts, to get checks, to create relationships, to get referrals. So I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna take a step back and call more leads if I have someone willing to go out and see a house and talk about the home buying process, or a listing appointment would also be an income producing activity. So if someone wants to have a listing appointment at 9:30 in the morning, I'm not gonna say, no, I'm calling leads, I'm trying to get other business. No, I'm gonna go because that's an income producing activity. That's gonna be what pays the bills. So if my buyers or my sellers want to meet at that time, I'm gonna not call the leads, and I'll call the leads in the time in the afternoon where I would have been showing a house or listing appointments. Besides, it's good to change up the routine every now and then anyway. Some people are busy during the mornings, some people are busy in the afternoon, and if you're calling at both times, then it's working out. Any family emergency or a school not a PTA, but any meeting with the teachers, any school activity, family emergency, something like that obviously would make me break my routine. And of course, a worldwide pandemic would also make me change my routine. So it's important to be able to adapt and overcome any kind of, obstacle that could be thrown your way. So that's really important. But the thing is, stay on track, know what your goals are, and keep your routine. And if you have to alter your routine, whether it's a family emergency, an income producing activity, or a worldwide pandemic, stay at it and you will be successful. Oh wow, you guys are still here. You made it all the way to the end of the video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today, and I'll come back next week with another video. But yeah, thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, my social media is in the comment section below, my cell phone number, my email, all that fun stuff. Feel free to reach out at any time, and I'll catch you guys next week. Thanks again.